Good day, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Zelda Speedruns, and welcome back to the Battle for Hyrule 2 to 2024's edition of the Z1 Tournament series. We have second quest going today. Swiss Round 3, Game 1, Game 2 and 3 to follow between johntabin and Ugondis. Without further ado, let's switch over and let's head it off to our commentators, to Captain Green and to Why Must You Hate Me. Take it away.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome.
Thank you, Trez. Hello, everyone. This is going to be a one-on-one match in the Battle of Hyrule second quest. It's going to be between johntabin and Ugondis, both experienced runners of this category at this point. I'm Captain Green 7, and joining me on the mic today is Why Must You Hate Me? How are you doing today, Why Must?
I'm good, man. How we doing tonight? I think it might. Yeah, okay. Let me leave.
That might have fixed it. Can you hear each other now?
Hello?
Captain?
I don't think you can hear me. Uh-oh.
There you go.
Okay. I could now can say something again.
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes.
There we go. Let's go. All right, so we're good. I think we were both saying hi at the same time. So, all right, we're sorted out here. I'll let you take it away because the run has started, and you know this run way better than me. But hello, everyone. Good to see you. Let's have some fun.
Yeah, thank you. So both runners are going to be headed into level 1, and so the challenge in second quest is resources are quite important, and you'll see them killing specific enemies on the way in because they want to enter with a 5 count because for the global drops. You know based on the drop table which enemies will drop based on how many you kill in advance, and you want to enter here so that this first and the third Regulia here have a chance to drop a bomb. So you see on Ugondis' side he does not get the bomb drop, johntabin does, and unfortunately in second quest knocking the bomb drop is a little bit more costly than first quest for people who are familiar with that run, because you actually have to go 2 screens out of the way here and clear a room of blue Gurias just to get a static floor bomb.
Oh yeah, I bet that that's basically a reset in non-race scenarios. But since we're racing, you gotta kind of figure it out. Huh?
Yeah, absolutely. Unfortunately, there's no other backup.
Interesting. We do start at level 1. I know this hand room right here is just the few amount of runs that I've watched the second quest, like bubbles and wall masters. It seems like a big pain in the butt.
Yeah, it's an annoying combination for sure. And you see johntabin unfortunately got unlucky with those wall masters because you want to leave here with a decent amount of rupees. And John in particular, he's going to want to be playing money-making game later. It's not the worst thing in the world, but you'd like to leave here with 10 rupees if possible.
Yeah, that's bringing up a good point that we do allow up and A in this category. So the runners are allowed to, what you do is you press start on the second controller, press up and A, and it basically takes you to a death warp screen. So you can either continue and start at the beginning of a dungeon, or save and quit and start from the beginning. So they will be utilizing that, I would assume, in this run, correct?
Yes, there are times where it saves time, and there are some times where it's going to be a toss-up whether we see it or not, because you do go back to 3 hearts, and especially later in the run, it can be pretty punishing, so you have to decide if you want to go safe or do you want to go fast.
I think level 9 is one of those points, right? If you want to go back to level 9 and 3 hearts or not.
So you're seeing both runners here picking up the power bracelet. So not only does that allow you to traverse the overworld faster later on, but it's required to get into level 4 in second quest. And both runners will now be making their way into level 2.
Yeah, it's funny to see that because as a first quest guy, we don't ever get the. Well, I guess in 100% we, the new 100% route, we do get the power bracelet. But most first quest routes, we just leave that guy alone.
Question in chat: does not getting the rupee drop cancel the time gain from getting the bomb drop? Depends on the route. For the route they're running, it's not too bad. Not getting the bomb drop is a lot worse than the rupee drop. So they're both in okay shape at this point. John maintaining the slight lead just from getting that early bomb drop.
I always wonder about this room that Ugondis just finished. I feel like there's got to be a faster key. Is it because of their bomb droppers and they're looking for bombs too? Is that why we clear that room for a key? I feel like that room takes so long with all these Gibdos in it.
Yeah, and there's really no faster key in second quest. It is rather than because people just couldn't find a better one. There is, so if you watch the world record video, it's interesting because there is a manip you can do if you play money making game and start and you do a save and quit. Lack pulls off where you get to give those group perfectly. It's similar to the idea of a manip in level 3 for first quest, and you can get them all in just a few bombs.
Very cool. That is a cool thing about Up and A is that you can utilize manips more because I mean essentially you can start over whenever you want. So you can kind of try to play frame perfectly from power on more than just one time, I guess. Is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
I think you already mentioned it, but we're definitely going to manipulate some money in money making game. I think in this run.
johntabin, assuming he runs the route he has been running, will for sure, because he likes to get the blue ring in this category, which is very understandable because there's a lot of brutal combat late on in the run. And for anyone who's more familiar with randomizer, he will kind of remember the rules where second quest is the low money one where you only have one large secret. Well, this is the quest it comes from, right? You only have one 100 secret in the entire overworld. So if you like to buy an expensive thing like the blue ring, money making game is definitely the fastest way to go about it in a speedrun.
Yeah, I never even thought about that when watching the vanilla. I'd play a little bit of rando and yeah, and know that there's only one in randomizer and like, duh, I didn't even think about that. Yeah, there's not a whole lot of money in this quest, huh? Wow.
No.
Looks like John. It looked like he was behind a few rooms, but to me it looked like he's caught up. I don't know if there's something he didn't do yet or what, but he's only a room behind from what I'm seeing.
Yeah, he's gonna. There is a static floor drop, bomb drop in this room that there looks like they're both gonna clear for, but Ugondis has made up some good time in this level.
I'm sorry, I said that backwards at first, didn't I? Yeah. Another two-headed Gliak.
Yep.
Yep.
Interesting enough, as you can see, this is only level 2, so this is already showing you the difficulty ramp up between first quest and second quest, and that even in the casual run, the player is expected to be able to go in here in Wood Sword and figure it out.
Yeah, definitely. Because that's in first quest, you're definitely not expected to do that fight. We do it in the advanced speedrun route, but you're not expected to for sure. That's a whopping 16 hits on that guy with flying heads and fireballs. It can be a good time. There are some tricks, but still not easy fight.
So John, you see, is farming some enemies on the overworld here, and this goes back to the rupee drops he's missed before. He's trying to get up to 10 rupees so that he can go ahead and play the money-making game. You're going to see him save and quit and proceed to do that, while Ugondis heads over to level 6 to pick up the ladder. If you haven't seen the money-making game in it before, what it is basically you can sort of do like frame-perfect tricks here, where you can save out and quit, reset the console, and either based on audio cues, or in this case, based on, you can see he's doing stabs there, setting it up so that he knows exactly where the 50 secret, not secret, where the 50 plus 50 rupee is going to be.
Yeah, very cool. I see him doing some auto pumps there too. What he's doing is holding diagonal as he comes out of that first screen into the second screen. You can hold up left there, and Link will do some pumps, is what they call them. But those are auto pumps where he's gonna walk frame perfectly, pretty fast along that wall. Uh-oh. Missed one there.
He does get one, yeah. And the cool thing about the manip he's doing is that it's possible to get 2 50s in a row if you pull it off exactly correct. Ugondis, meanwhile, you can see is heading into 6 to pick up the ladder. And he's not going to be able to clear 6 at this point because, similar to the first quest, the boss of 6 is a Goma, and we don't have the bow and arrows yet. But what the ladder does is it allows you to pick up a lot of keys along the way that you otherwise wouldn't. So you want to get in there, grab the ladder, and dip out in order to keep your key count healthy throughout this run.
Nice. Is that the only double dip of the run? Or is there more than that in this? I feel like I knew
that will be the only one.
Only one. Okay, cool. This blue ring will be nice, but as you can see, it does take a little bit of time here.
Nicely done there for the pair of 50s at the end.
Yep. He's got his blue ring money. I don't know where it's at. Is it right here? Nope. Oh, candle first. I see.
And this did the world wrap and is going to be headed into level 3. Level 3 is the easiest level of this run, and it's a nice place to fill up in bombs and pick up an extra heart. I believe you only see 6 rooms of it, including the entrance and Triforce room, so nice and straightforward. It's even easier than level 2 in first quest, and a lot easier to not lose crazy amounts of time for no reason.
Yeah, it's kind of funny that it's in the same spot and the same color and everything. There's
level
a lake
3 is... Yeah, level 3 is also weird in that the dongos here drop the heart rather than the room before the Triforce. It's the only dungeon in either quest that does that for whatever reason.
Huh, yeah, that is weird.
Here is the quote-unquote boss room of level 3. Not quite the kind of boss you're expecting.
Yeah, that's so funny. I totally didn't even... Huh. I wonder why they did that. I know he took a staircase, but was that room, just out of raw curiosity, adjacent to that the Dongo and Heart? Like was it touching?
No.
Room?
So
no.
So if you played Rando Second Quest before, it's that little like 2-room segment in the level 3, off in the middle of nowhere.
Huh. Interesting.
Yeah. John having a successful run in level 6 to get to the ladder. And as you can see on his side, that it's just dodging, right? There's no combat, you're not trying to take down any of his Wizrobes, you just need to not touch anything on the way. And both runners did a great job of that.
Yeah, and you get to up an A and get back to 3 hearts, so yeah, as long as you make it. And it goes back in for a key, too. Oh, interesting. They kept the white sword, the cave, or the white sword cave, the same as first quest. It's pretty funny.
Yeah, it's one of the rare places in second quest where they'd be nice to the runner and know where to find it the first time. It's still there in the second time.
A little bit of a bone they're throwing you, I guess. Get you.
Yeah. It is a good idea to pick that up early, because as I mentioned, combat in second quest is difficult. I believe, I haven't seen it lately, but I believe the task, the tool-assisted speedrun of this category even picks up the white sword. That's how tough the combat gets late.
Oh, wow. And yeah, there's plenty of time for a person to save then. I know in the first quest, I think they go wood sword the whole time, don't they?
Yeah. John heading to level 3 now as Ugondis is taking on level 4, and level 4 is the first dungeon we're going to see with quite a bit of difficult combat in it. There's going to be multiple rooms in which both blue and red dark nuts need to be defeated, so picking up the white sword before then is pretty much guaranteed, in no matter which route you're doing.
And this is the troll dungeon too, right? Where they played a real mean game on you, and you have to go past the Triforce room. Is that this dungeon?
Indeed. This is part of many reasons I was never able to complete this casually as a kid.
Very mean casually with the limited resources we had back then. I also did never beat second quest as a kid.
My first clear of it was in my early 30s after I'd already been speedrunning first quest and just had to actually finally watch people play second quest and then just did it for myself for fun.
Nice. Yeah, I guess I shouldn't have even added that as a kid. I've never beaten second quest ever, even now. So it should be fun to play it like casually, see what you can remember just from the. I think I could probably get through it, but.
Yeah, because as tough as I've been harping on the combat, I'd argue that the puzzle solving and figuring out where everything is even more difficult. And yeah, as I mentioned, that's where I definitely got stuck.
Yeah, I believe it. See, without knowing, like, how do you know? It's crazy how just obscure in general this game was. Even First Quest, really.
Yeah.
Lots of cool videos right now floating out there in the world about Zelda 1 and kind of the background. It's pretty fun. Oh yeah, and red bubbles in second quest. Ooh.
Yeah. So you see John picking up his blue ring, and it's up in the northeast spot, and that's particularly mean because it's possible you could go through the entire first quest and never even realize that was a screen, right? It's walking through the wall up there. So if you never figured that out in first quest, it's possible you just even never find the blue ring in second quest.
And I believe in vanilla, there's only one shop for blue ring, right?
So here's what you were mentioning before, with Ugondis having to go in the room behind the Triforce. Probably the biggest troll in the entire quest.
Yeah, that's wild. And it's a walk-through wall, too. It's just so funny. I wonder how long it took for people to figure that out, just in general. Is there a hint anywhere telling us we need to walk through walls? I think there is, right? Kinda obscure hint.
There's no hint, but you're kind of guided to do it in level 2 because there's a shoot room that just dead ends into a wall.
Oh, yeah, that's it. That's right.
And so you'd be aware coming into this level that walk-through walls are a thing, but having to figure out to do it behind the Triforce, you'd pretty much need to pick up the map and just realize that there is no other possible way to get back here.
Yeah.
And your reward here, as you can see in this room, is another room of brutal combat for Ugondis.
I know this room is just dumb, man. There's no rooms like this in First Quest, not even close. In the speedrun, where you have to fight this kind of combat in these close quarters like this.
Yeah, this maze room is brutal for Dark Nut combat. But yeah, as you see, Ugondis has made a great work of this level 4. He's done a great job in here, and he's going to be picking up his raft as a result.
Yeah, very impressive. Looks like he's cruising along pretty well here. Same with John. I think John had some trouble, but go ahead.
Yeah, sorry. I was going to answer a question in chat about do some runners not even get the blue ring, or is it required? It's not required. It just makes it a lot safer late in the game. So it's an option. It's one of those options where do you want to be safe or do you want to be fast?
Yeah, I don't think Ugondis is going to get it right. I don't believe he does. Yeah. Oh man, John getting beat up in that those blue dark dots a bit, but that blue ring surely coming in handy there.
Sure.
He'd be dead without it right there. Almost. No, he would be.
Ugondis entering level 8, which is again one of the hardest levels to find casually because you have to figure out you need to bomb across the river spot.
Oh yeah, those spots are just goofy. Speaking of rando,
even when you know they're there.
Yeah.
But...
I don't think that I've ever in my I'm a noob in rando, total noob. I just started this last year, but I don't think I've ever seen that spot. This is off topic totally, but any one of those spots ever be anything important ever. It makes me so mad to go out of your way up there. I'm sure it happens, but God, I hate those spots.
Yeah, and I hate them because they're very easy to forget which wall to bomb, even when you know it's there. So I usually end up like burning 2 bombs on each spot just to make sure.
Oh yeah.
I don't miss it.
Yep. And even if you did hit it, you think, "Oh, did I hit that?" Throw another one there. Are they on different routes right now, or are they synced with their other routes the same now that John's got his ring?
At this point, the routes are synced, so
I think. Okay.
Ugondis' lead is what it looks like.
Okay. Cool.
So Ugondis, level 8, like if you've seen in Rando, is quite the maze, but it's not so bad in the speed run because you don't need either item in here. It's just the wand and the Innie key, so he's just going to go straight for the Triforce.
It seems to be a theme. They put stuff in 8 that it'd be nice to have, but you don't need.
Unfortunately, the Innie key is enough out of the way that even all these rooms you see them clearing for keys, like, is still faster than trying to grab it. John, unfortunately, had some really bad luck with those Dodongos completely trolling him, and as you can see in these triple Dodongo rooms, they shudder you in, so if you run out of the bombs, there's nothing you can do except up A out of there and have to retry.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. What's he gonna do for bombs? You're gonna need a bomb to kill him. Assuming there's
He's
a backup
going in,
here
so I'm
somewhere.
guessing he knows a backup. I actually don't know what the backup is.
Oh man, he tried real hard to not get hit there, and they just were being butt heads. Oh, there we go. It wasn't too bad to get those bombs.
Ugondis, meanwhile, is picking up the only 100 secret in the overworld here. It's hidden behind a burn bush that does not burn in first quest.
So mean, man. Oh my goodness. And John a little scary here on 2 hearts too. He's got that one terrible room to do still, and oof.
Yeah, he does have a potion.
Oh,
In
okay.
case things go haywire. Pretty much anyone you see racing this category is going to be grabbing the potion after they grab the ladder in 6, because yes, it costs like 15 seconds or whatever, but it's 15 seconds where you're pretty much guaranteed to have to use it to save minutes later on.
Oh yeah, that's not that bad at all too. 15. Yeah, you grab that every time. I don't know if 4 is the dungeon they usually probably don't want to use it in, but or it might be. I don't know. I'm sure 7 is one that they use it in a lot. Oh man, here we go with these.
Round 2.
I'm surprised that bomb dropped right there. 'Cause he got hit right as it was dropping.
Ugondis, meanwhile, going into quite the room in level 5 here.
Oh my goodness, yes, it's another one. I remember watching people play this one. He's just killing it though right now. Didn't get touched. Well done.
Yeah, so that room is not as terrible as it looks. It's one of those things where it's harder casually than it is to speedrun once you figure out the trick and where to find the place of the bombs. John corrected me in chat. Apologies. He does not have a potion, just a blue ring.
Well. What are you gonna do here? Oh, that was probably the balls to type right there.
So that's unfortunately a pretty brutal death, because that's deep into 4, and you have to go back and do the whole thing again. So, but I mean, this is the kind of stuff that can happen in the second quest. It's challenging the entire way through.
Yeah. Could still be potentially saved by his ring later. You know, he's definitely gonna need Ugondis to have some trouble, but yeah, I assume this run just gets more and more brutal as we go, pretty much.
Yeah, it's definitely not over yet, but it will require Ugondis making mistakes somewhere along the way.
I think he got red bubbled there. Must be a blue bubble coming up. Looks like Ugondis did.
Yeah, it must be.
health is starting to get a little scary, but he does have the potion. Everyone's favorite boss, Manhandla, hanging out in level 5.
Yeah, if it wasn't bad enough in first quest, there's, I believe, 2 required Manhandlas in second quest, plus a third one if you want a faster key.
One more hit and he's probably gonna potion.
Yeah.
Manhandla won't cooperate here. He's gonna go ahead and use it. Not having health issues here on the left.
Dongos, yeah, and
Yeah.
low on health again, so he's got to be careful in this room.
Yeah, he can't get touched by anything in here. Well, red dark nut. Yeah, which he did already. So now he can't get touched by anything. Luckily he got hit by the dark nut and not the bunny or blue guy. Or blue dark nut. You could get through this. Just take it a little slow.
You can use the blocks to your advantage against the dark nuts, but as you can see, the bull's voice can just jump right through them, so you gotta be careful with those.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah, a clinch.
One more hit.
There we go.
So, assuming he's able to dodge the keys, John will be picking up his raft as Ugondis does make it out of level 5, defeating the Gleeok at the end there.
Should be able to take one key spot, but I wouldn't I wouldn't chance it.
The good news is the rest of this level you can just hold down and nothing's going to hit you.
Nice.
Ugondis, meanwhile, doing the double dip of 6 we saw before. Now that he has bow and arrows, he's able to complete the level. So he's just going to be running through most of these rooms, picking up some extra keys, and then fighting the boss at the end.
Oh yeah, good point in chat that, yeah, I guess Ugondis was just counting on that potion to get his sword back. I got hit by that red bubble a little bit ago.
You're going to see this gauntlet of rooms here, where even though you don't need to clear them, they're still super tricky. Because there's just Wizbro beams flying over the place, there's pancakes trying to eat you the entire time. And you don't want to fight any of this, you just want to get to the exit, but that's much harder to do than it is to say.
Yeah, you can see he's kept getting gobbled up by those pancakes, and man.
The trickiest room of the 3 Wizrobe Gauntlet here, where you have to clip across it. That was a really nice clip, first try, and it's out of there without taking damage. That is much harder to do than he just made it look like.
Yeah, I feel like I've seen disaster happen in that room before. So yeah, that was very nice. I think I usually see people try to clip up for whatever reason. He clipped to the side, which was cool.
Red bubble here is okay because all that's left is a Goma, which you take out with arrows.
Nice. Yeah, it seemed like he didn't... I could tell he didn't have much care taking that hit there. Nice one.
Meanwhile, looks to be building... Yeah, that was a really nice cycle. John looks to be building a count because the boss of level 8 is a triple Dodongo, and going in there with one bomb is not something you want to do. Oh, there's a static floor drop in that room. Nicely done.
Oh, nice. That was a funny place for something to drop. I've never seen that happen in Rando. Drop in the bottom corner of the diamond there. It was interesting.
Yeah. It's not something you see in first quest.
Seems like second quest likes Dodongos. This is the second time we have a triple Dodongo room, isn't there?
Yep. And third actually, because level 3 has a triple Dodongo one too. But level 3 is the nicest because there's nothing shooting you, and it's an optional room. This one's medium because it's something shooting you, but at least leaves the door open. And the one we saw John in level 4 is the most evil one because it shudders you in. So if you run, if casually you don't know about the up A, then you just have to like tank the dongas until they die and retry.
Yeah, that sucks.
Ugondis, meanwhile, picking up the magical sword over here at the arrow.
I remember this era very well as a kid, but like I said, I don't think I ever got to the point to find magical sword in second quest, but I remember walking into it and saying, "Oh, this is nice. This is pointing me the other way. I guess I gotta go the other way."
Yeah. So magical sword in this run not required. If you're going for like world record times, most runners stick to the white sword only. But for a race, it definitely makes a lot of sense because it makes the combat here in level 7 and level 9 a lot easier and safer. I should say a lot safer. It's still not easy, but it's safer.
Yeah, makes total sense. See how it already takes a blue dark nut bop right off the rip there.
Taven, meanwhile, making very quick work with the blue wizrobes. Nice room there to get his bow.
I like how we utilize the nice double clip here to get through that room.
One that needs practice because there's no double clip on the left side in first quest, so it's something I still miss quite a bit myself. You see John did get red bubbled right before the bow. There is a blue bubble later on, but he'll need to just take an extra room to get to it. Or I think there's probably one on the route too. It depends on if he got the key already or not.
Crazy, all the extra knowledge helps you in race settings in Zelda 1. When I first started racing, it was hilarious because at that point I had never played rando either. So I literally, from whatever I knew from a kid, and then literally just like the speed run, like anything off of those screens, I was totally ignorant to. And we had like some races where they were like relay races and things, and it was hilarious how little I actually knew when something went wrong and I had to veer from the regular route. Like, it's better now that we've played a bunch of rando, but
yeah, I definitely get in trouble myself in this category if I have to go off script. I actually play with maps of the levels up, even in these races now, just in case.
Nice. That's smart. We see Ugondis going through the gauntlet, man. Oh, required take any. That's fun.
Yeah, there's a couple of them in this run.
Is there? That's pretty crazy.
Yeah. And this is probably the most difficult room, in my opinion, in level 7. Because you get all the blue darkness again, but again, it's that close quarters thing, where the blocks are forcing you in with them. It makes it harder to maneuver around.
For sure. You probably don't grab mags, right? So you also have white sword. The mags made it pretty. You got to do it pretty quick.
Yeah, I go in there just spewing bombs. I build my count to 9 on the old man before then and hope to force. And then we have Blue Lagoon 3 in here, if 2 weren't enough.
Yeah, and of course they have fireballs. They always have fireballs. Not all of them, but at least the close quarter one didn't. Nice. I feel like Ugondis has made through a good chunk of this, yeah? Just the end?
Yep.
Nice.
And final test here. That is all 8 Triforce pieces for Ugondis.
Get to go
I'm
tonight.
gonna be doing.
All right.
You can see back-to-back recruiters here. John to get to level 6, Ugondis to get to level 9. It's a trick where you use the recorder and raft together to wrong warp you to a screen. It'll take you one north and one west of where the game intends you to go.
Yeah, recorders are very fun.
On making his way through the Wizrobe gauntlets of dodging. Again, you want to do as little combat as here as possible. You're just trying to get to the exit of each screen each time.
The level 9 location in second quest 2 is just also super mean. Another spot that doesn't open up in first quest.
Yeah.
From what I recall, 9's a little easier in second quest though, isn't it? Or no?
Yes. John's made great work at this level, keeping his health up. Ugondis heading to the Silver Arrows now, so it's a lot faster to get to than in first quest. So after picking up the Silver Arrows is what the no up A, or the up A you were talking about before, where it's faster the up A from here, but you drop the 3 hearts. So, especially with the lead here, I'd expect him to just keep going, and it looks like he will.
Yeah, with the lead and in a race scenario at all, that feel like that'd be terrifying to. Because isn't there 2 Patchers on the way to Ganon?
Yes.
Yeah, let's keep our health. Even though he does have a potion, I guess. So, I think he still has a potion.
Yeah, he's still got the blue one.
Ooh, even gotta walk through a blue land mola room in second quest. Oh, you have to kill it.
Yep.
Nice.
John's gonna go ahead and pick up his last couple of hearts before getting the magical sword. I think. Or maybe he's going straight for 7. Yeah, okay, so that's why I picked up the potion there, is that probably sees he's behind, needs to push the pace, and is just going to go for a white sword, level 7 here. So as we saw on Ugondis' side, it's going to be more difficult for him, but it is significantly faster than taking the detour for magical sword.
Yeah, I'm sure especially you could utilize some bombs too, and you didn't see Ugondis using many, but that's because he had mag, so didn't really need to.
I think it's a smart decision, because if something bad does happen to Ugondis, then this helps with John right there in level 9 with him.
Yeah, for sure. It doesn't look like he's having a terrible run on the split. He's only about 30 seconds behind, right? Am I seeing that right? John doesn't use live split, so it's always kind of confusing.
Yeah, John is currently about 7 minutes back of his PB.
Oh, 7 minutes.
It was just at one level, too. It was just level 4. Like, everything else he's done has been very clean, very nice. But as you can see, just one bad level in second quest can spiral.
Oh, yeah, I'm an idiot. I totally forgot about that level 4. I'm talking about 30 seconds behind the PB. Oh, geez, don't mind me.
So this is another candidate for meanest room in the game in second quest, is this expanding Patra with turrets shooting at you at the same time.
Yeah, it's... Uh-oh. Yeah, go ahead and potion up here. Although he could take one more hit. Yeah.
I'm getting through first Blue Lagoon on White Sword. As Ugondis enters the Ganon fight.
Let's see. I'm
Exactly what I do as well.
Take that Ganon hug, man. Even though he probably won't, but gotta use it now. Here. Oh no.
Gotta be careful here.
We're hugging. He's toast. Oh my goodness.
No.
Takes a death
Simultaneous KO there.
Man. Well, we talked about the 3, and he has no potion now. Oh man.
So the good news is all the tough combat rooms will stay dead. The bad news is that Ganon fight it's tougher than first quest in the sense that you have a lot less reps on it. I died to Ganon myself in one of my first races in this category because you're just not used to where he's the movement. It's subtly different than first quest.
Huh, interesting. So all the Patros will stay dead?
Yes.
Huh. Oh yeah, Patros, yeah, duh, they stay dead. I knew that.
One of those things where, like, in first quest... Yeah, in first quest, when I walk into the Ganon room, like, I know exactly what tile I want to go to, I know exactly what tile I want to go to, whether it goes right or left. Second quest, I just still don't have the practice where I'm 100% on it yet.
Yeah, I'm actually surprised it doesn't. I didn't realize it didn't just work the same way. He's gonna spawn in even more of a funny spot now, probably, right?
Possibly.
No, I noticed he spawned pretty close. He was just right, kind of where you walk in. So, does he always spawn in the bottom left or right, like first quest, or no? Like or respawn, I should say.
So in the up A, you get weird spawns where he spawns in like the wall, like if you look like the rando thing where then it's just completely messy. I don't know. We'll see here. Oh yeah, that's one of those ugly spawns. So hopefully Ugondis knows how to deal with it.
Oh, you got him. All right. Second time's a charm. Yeah, John just with that unfortunate level 4. Otherwise, it's pretty close.
Yeah, so GG to Ugondis, who finishes with a time of 41:57. John does take the forfeit after that. But as you can see, with John going through that level in White Sword, he did a really good job, and it would have put him right in 9 if Ugondis had taken another death. So that was a smart decision, I think.
Yeah, definitely. Oh.
That might have been what caused the forfeit.
Yeah, might have been.
Zora there.
It's always fun to watch these second quests because I'm kind of just seeing what happens too, you know. I'm not really sure where they're going, but know the game. So,
and as you can see, like throughout it, it's a different kind of run where there's a lot more dodging instead of combat. Where you're just trying not to get hit everywhere.
Sure.
All right, I want to say we go into a quick break, take like a 3-4 minute break, and then go into game 2. How does that sound?
Sounds good.
All right, so let's get that going and see you in a few minutes.